Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, Thinking Right, out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. I'm coming up with part two for the lesson I just prior had, which is on the Egyptian 9 parts of personality. Yep. Yeah, mysteries are the elements of the human personality. Okay, I stopped at number 4, but forgot introduction. Sorry about that. Writers in 25 Rules led by storytelling, story with a message. Message is story for life. Got a good message for you today. Till you tune in. Hope you enjoy this one. Keep it coming. I will too. Right Thinker's mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire. I'm trying to do that. Educate, doing that, and hope motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Get to know yourself a little bit better with knowledge and understanding. Spiritual truths, we call it. All right. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission for all my right thinkers to do just that. Right thinkers' mission is to attain it and do just that. Know themselves. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. Teach them. That's what I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual law clock. I'm here to wake you up with knowledge yourself. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself, and to Maya be true. I'm going to finish part two of the lesson we're doing now, the 9 parts of the personality. We went from 1 to 3, now we're on 4. 4 is the hieroglyphic for the word Ka'abit, spelled Khaibit, and the sign is the sunshade, and the consonant, the letter I with a straight line, the sunshade looks like a little flower. It produces what? A shadow when the light is reflecting on it, sort of like the moon in the sun. Okay, the moon doesn't exist like the sun, but I need light to reflect off it. So that's the concept of the Kabit. The shadow of a person, watch this, their personality is produced when the light of their true essence, Aku, is what? Shining on the aspects of the personality. The Ka'abit is therefore an outline of the soul that is illumined by the light of what? The spirit. Spirit, the sun, the Ka'abit is the moon. It gets reflection from the sun, which reflects in the mind of the subtle image of self, aka ego. Now, in chapter 31 of the Per Heru, it is stated, I, as the sun disk, fly away to what? Illuminate the shades in what? The dua. The shades are the subtle reflection of the soul, which is not self-illuminated. It can't illuminate by itself, and which therefore exits when? Only due to what? Exists only due to, to the presence of what? The light and an object. Now, in this case, the object is what? The soul, aka the sun. The Kaaba is the subtle manifestation of the physical element of the personality, which consists of earth, water, air, fire, ether, mind, and soul. Those are all the things that's combined to make the Kaaba. That acts what? Somewhat as a resistor and an electronic component. The resistor causes what? A shadow in a manner of speaking when it is placed in what? Electrical circuit. In the same manner, the kabat is the other elements with the other elements of the personality consume spiritual energy from the spirit and produce a particular image, therefore referred to as the individual personality of a human being. Another way to understand it is that the thought of the individuality in the mind causes what? The congealing in the ocean, a spot that is no longer clear but opaque and thus reflects when illuminated by what? When associated with the body, the spirit, from which it receives nourishment. It's light. The sun shines, the moon all day long. So at night it illuminates. That's the concept. Now it has power to what? The power of locomotion and omnipresence. The next one, number 5, the ab, aka the heart. Okay, its symbol is the vessel, a vase, and it says the conscious ab of a man is what? His own God. Here we go. This is the good part here. I hope this is one that should be more enlightening to you. Hope you understand. Now the ab, or the conscious, spelled Konscience, the heart, is the source of what? Mishkanet, Irie, aka karma, and the mother of what? Reincarnation. The heart tells the story. If the heart is light as a feather, you go on. If the heart is heavy, you get taken care of by Amen. The ab represents, watch this, the heart. Now, it is the symbol of deep unconscious mind. That means it retracts and keeps track of everything. The conscious, and as also the repository of unconscious impression gathered from what? Past experience in this and previous lives. That means every now and then, some of your past episodes may creep into your conscious memory now. All of them don't disappear. Some of them pop up on the spirit and the soul. That's in it. Okay, now, as your desires can never be fulfilled, that's why you don't want to satisfy your ego. Why? By experiencing or from objects in the world of time and space. At death, the ignorant soul, watch this, will harbor impressions of what? Unfulfilled desires that will lead to further incarnation in search of what? Fulfillment of what? Your desires, the ego. The ego is what keeps it going around and around until it will never get satisfied. This point is described, watch this, in chapter 36 from the Egyptian book of Coming Forth by Day, Per M. Haru, or the Book of the Dead. It says, my heart, the mother of my coming into being. The mind is seen as the source of incarnation coming into being because it contains what? The desires and illusions which compelled a human being to be born to pursue the fulfillment of those desires. The soul is here for a reason, to learn a lesson. Every time it comes, it should get what it came here for. Everybody got a different reason and purpose, conceptually. Now, watch this. In the judgment scene from the book of Coming Forth by Day, the ab undergoes examination by who? Tahuti, your mind. You're judging yourself, the God of reason. In other words, one's own reasoning faculty will be the judge as well as that which is being judged. That means you will be judging you. The heart, mind, here we go, my heart, mind coherence. The heart, mind itself melts out its own judgment. That means it decides what is going to be done according to, based on your what? Its own contents. You're responsible. It is one's own heart, watch this, which will fashion one's own fate coming into being according to one's will and desires, which are based on one's understanding, aka wisdom about one's true self. When you know yourself, you have knowledge of self. Thus, the new embodiment is fashioned in accordance with what a person has done when doing a previous life and what their desires for the future. A desire for worldly experiences will cause embodiment. A desire to go to the West and join with God will bring spiritual enlightenment. If you want to live on eternity, you do the right thing. If you just want to live here, enjoy now, fulfill your desires here, and you surely will be fulfilling the judgment day, okay? Because the heart will be heavy. Moving on, number 6, Second, Sekhem is like the life force, but it's recognized by a rod, like a rattle, pretty much. Right? It's shaken and moves people like an instrument. There it is, Sekhem. Okay. Now the definition for that is it's the power that exists in what the universe. The universe was created the female aspect. Okay. That's what that's about. Watch this. The female, the power that exists in the universe. The symbol of Sekhem is a handheld staff, pictured above. I showed it to you. When used in worldly terms, it refers to a scepter that means physical power, authority, and strength. In spiritual terms, the second is the power or spiritual personification of the vital life force in humans. Their vitality, its dwelling place is in the heavens with the Kus, Khus, but all life draws upon this force in order to exist. Second also denotes the potency and erectile power or force used in fashioning one's own glorious new body for what? Resurrection. Now, number 7, the coup. Anybody know football? You know what this is. Touchdown. But this is the sign for the Ka in the body. All right, the hieroglyph is 2 upraised arms joined at the Ka. It is the abstract personality, or here we go, the ego self and the conscious mind. It is the source from which subconscious desires emerge. It's also considered to be the ethereal body possessing the power of locomotion, meaning it can move also. It survives, watch this, the death of the physical body. It remains because it is the ethereal double containing the other parts of what? Your personality. The concept of the Ka, watch this, was known in India, and the word was also known. The Indian god Brahma had a Ka, which is the soul twin. The Ka and the Ba go together. This teaching is the Ka in ancient Egypt and India shows that there is a keen understanding of the reflective qualities of the personality. In reality, the physical personality is a reflection of a more accurately a projection of the astral body. The Ka is associated with the second, which is the force, in that it is dynamic aspect of the person's personality in the astral plane, the higher level. It is the dynamic aspect of the vital force of the body, not the physical body, but the body of the human being, the spiritual body of the human being. That's the Ka. Touchdown. Next one, number 8. We almost getting there. I'm trying to get it done. The ancient Ren is symbolized. The ancient Egyptian word Ren means name. The name was important. Watch this. The name is essentially essential attribute to the personification of a being. Okay, when Ptah created himself, all he had to do was think it and then it came into existence. So you name things as you perceive them. Okay, that's where that comes from. Watch this. The name is essential part of it. Okay, now you cannot exist without a name. Every child born into the world, the parents have to give them a name. Everything comes into existence, receives a name. This is an essential quality of that which comes into the realm of what? Time and space. The ancient Egyptian symbol that signifies the name or the mouth, or the name signifies name are the mouth and water. The name is sometimes found encircled in a rope like called a cartouche, which is associated with the shin, a symbol of eternity. I showed you that a little earlier. Now, the top part of the ankh symbolizes the cartouche represents the rope or sunlight or life force, harnessed into the form of a circle. It is the most impressionable structure to protect one's name against attack. Then you got the lip, the mouth means the mouth. Okay, so the shin is round bottom. The cartouche is oval sideways like that, but your name goes in it. That's important. Next one is now it tells you the Ren. The symbol of the mouth is paramount is of paramount importance. Why? In ancient Egyptian mystical wisdom, the symbol of the mouth refers to the consonant sound R, and it is a symbol of consciousness. It is the mouth which is used in two of the most important mystical teachings of ancient Egyptian mysticism, the creation and the opening of the mouth ceremony of the book of coming forth by day, created the universe by means of utterance of its own name. Okay? In the book of coming forth by day, the mouth is manipulated so that as to promote what? Enlightenment, teaching, listening. The mouth is important to speak. Why is the mouth so important to this mystical symbolism? This issue is discussed in more detail in the following section entitled More Mystical Implications of the Name and the Word, which is down below, but we're not going to get that. We're just doing the 9 aspects of the personality. I'll get to that at some other time. But right now, I'm about to wrap it up with what? The Khat. K-H-A-T. That's the body. The hieroglyphic of the word Khat, or what? The fish, meaning dead body, and the consonant K, signified by the vulture, meaning the vowel A, the symbol of bread, and the consonant T, the egg-like determinative symbol of embalming, and the diminutive symbol for what? The mummy, the corpse, or the body. The Khat is the concrete personality, the physical body. It refers to the solid aspect of a human being, bones, skin, blood, sense, organs, etc. That is transient and mortal. The body will perish and the body stays here. The spirit ascends to the Creator if it's enlightened. If not, reincarnation. Understand the concept. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I appreciate giving it to you. I enjoyed it. I'll be back. It's for you, my dude.